Hey, good morning everybody. Stayed here last night. Absolutely cracking hotel. It's called the Würzjoch Innerwalten, just outside Marino, going up the Jaufen Pass. Absolutely cracking stay. 78 quid, including all the food. Yeah, absolute cracking stay. 78 quid, absolute bargain as well. So, okay, let's get going. So today's plan, just going to finish off this little bit of the Jaufenpass up to the top. And then once we've done that, we're going to head up over to the Großglockner. Now I paid the Swedish toll last night for the day, the vignette, just for one day, because I'm only in Austria for a day. And then we're going to head back down into Italy. Now, I think this is going to be the last day of not so great weather, but it's don't look too bad at the moment. I mean, even if we get a few showers, I'm not going to be that fussed, to be honest with you. And then tomorrow and onwards, the weather's supposed to be really good. So yeah, I'm quite looking. Yeah, hopefully things are going to improve. I can put all the wet stuff away and open the vents up on my jacket. Whoops. Yeah, we had a real bad thunderstorm last night. I put a little video of it last night here. Yeah, the rain really come down for about an hour, I suppose, then sort of slowed down and sort of a lot of rain through the night, but not so heavy, not so thunderstormy. So I slept like an absolute log last night. I think the catching up with me a little bit, lack of sleep, a couple of beers, and got into bed. And yeah, turned the light off and bang. The next thing I know, it's 6:30 in the morning. A cracking night's sleep. I went to put on my BMW app today as well, just to get secondary navigations, but it says I need to download the map to Slovenia. I'm not sure I'm going into Slovenia, but obviously I must be. Otherwise you wouldn't have asked me that question. So another country knocked off the list. I've done Slovenia before. Again, cracking motorcycle roads. Their roads aren't in very good condition compared to European roads or Germany and Austrian roads and Swiss roads. Still a cracking motorcycling place. The roads are still a bit damp from the rain last night. And there's a bit of snow on top of the hills. I noticed it must have snowed last night at the very, very peaks, even though we're in July. So it was quite cool. I think it got down to around 9 degrees or something like that last night. So yeah, quite cool. Yeah, quite good breakfast as well in the hotel this morning. Bacon and eggs. And obviously the normal continental affair, as you do. When over in Europe, you can get any full English over here. $1,600 meters, what's that, 8 degrees now, so yeah, it's definitely a lot on the cool side this morning. Yeah, this is a cracking road. So today's journey is 465 kilometres again, another long day. Says on here I'm going to be arriving at my destination at 4:45. I very much doubt that. Probably again it'll be another 6:30 time kind of day. because we're early. I'm still climbing a little bit. 1,900 metres now. I think they said there was snow over 2,400 metres, I think, yesterday when I had a quick look at the news. Or the weather, should I say. And to the top of the pass now, I think we're getting close to the top of the tree line. Must stop up here as well. I had a few problems yesterday with this camera again, so I did a factory reset on it last night and put the settings back to as I would normally have them. For some reason I've got a feeling it might be linked to the charger not charging properly. Now let's get clean, let's clean the cleanest. I think it might be linked to that, but we can not 100% sure, to be honest with you. I've never had a problem with it in the past, so why would it all of a sudden give me a problem today? And probably I am using these cameras probably a lot more than I've ever done before. I mean, yesterday this one was on for over 10 hours, getting up into the clouds now. Yeah, 2,000 metres now. Yeah, definitely up in the clouds. And I did contemplate actually not bothering going to the Großglockner today if it was going to be like this all day, but weather doesn't look that bad, and the forecast this morning didn't look that bad, too bad on the phone, so I think we probably will have some clear spells, and it will clear up as the day goes on. So we're good 250 kilometres away from getting to the Großglockner. So I think by then hopefully the weather's picked up a little bit, and this cloud will, all this cloud sort of disappeared a little bit. This must be the viewpoint, only you can see much. Still we climb. - 2,067 metres now. (2081). That must be the top. 2,094. So I'll be doing the car park. Yeah, 2,102. It says 2,094. So back there. I don't know where it's called. Wind. We get the other side of here. The wind is incredible. Right, let's get down the other side. So the cable car station. In your skis. You can probably hear the wind coming through on the microphone. It's blowing a gale up here. They put these random churches or monasteries, or what they call them, not monasteries, chapels, in the most strange places. Road services and please a lot be desired. Seeing you back in the UK. Yeah, road surface isn't the best. So that improves. Yeah, getting cooler, 5 degrees now. Definitely a bit on the cool side. I suppose like all these high alpine passes, they've probably taken out the roads outtake and absolutely beaten with the weather. And you see them probably 6 months a year, probably in permanent ice or permanent snow. If not, then let a chemical shoved over them to keep them defrosted or unfrozen. Okay, so we're out the tree line now. Sorry, out the clouds now by the looks of it. Right, up again. That's a shame, but oh well. Hopefully over the next few days we're not going to have too many of them problems. You never want to slip off one of these roads and people never know you're there. And when you go down there. There's no phone signal whatsoever. I don't even know whether the BMW app would, or the emergency thing would work. If you were to come off and go down there. Not seen any cyclists this morning either yet. Sure, they like all these, they're proper cycling routes. Sport Hotel. Again, nice hotel. Yeah, I was quite surprised how cheap that hotel was last night. I think that's the cheapest hotel I'm staying in. I think it's in the fingers. Yeah, that's the cheapest hotel I'm staying in, I think, and they're absolutely superb. I mean, the room was a bit 1970s, but doesn't matter about that as long as the bed's comfortable. The bed was comfortable. Breakfast was lovely. Food was okay in the hotel last night. Wasn't overpriced. So yeah, total bill 78 quid. I think the actual room itself was only about 54 euros, I think. 78 euros in total, so that's about 70 quid for the night, including food. Bargain. Absolute bargain. Wow, look at that for a view. Well, let me just stop there for strange. Get straight bit of road. I need to change the bike over into road mode. Then you walk down that river. Your Fiat 500, original one. Wow, that river. Huge. It's been all the runoff. It's like an old fortress. Getting a view of it then, but yeah, that's lovely. Over here, nothing. See derelict or in ruins, but still pretty cool. Okay, so this is the Würzjoch Pass, Passo del Ebla. Past this car. Wouldn't be that as easy as that. Well, man, up there you can't even see it because in the top of the clouds that is well tall. What a narrow little road this. But worth it. Worth it for the views. Don't think I'm going to get past this thing. Yeah, look at that view, absolutely incredible, stunning. And the valley below it. I mean, we're 1,400 metres up now, so quite a way up. Yeah, stunning views. Yeah, definitely not the easiest pass I've done so far this week. The road's a lot narrower. Look at that, well, absolutely incredible. What a view. So you've got to keep an eye on the road as well. That's the first done I've done it this week. False neutral. Oh well, there's a bus stop up here, bloody hell. Well, I passed the bus, little bus coming the other way, so should have known that really. And look at that up in front, absolutely incredible. And that's obviously where a glacier's been, come down the top of that hill and washed all that sediment down the side of that hill there. And obviously this is where it's come through down to this river down here. Well, now this way. Yeah, sort of plateaued out about 1,800 metres, 1,778 metres, and we're sort of following the cliff edge or good mountain edge along now. This must be the summit. 1,860 metres. Yeah, love the bike. Carved out of wood, absolutely brilliant. Oh, what do I bend? Stick key grips on for a minute. I feel the cold a bit on my hands. That's just because it's 8 degrees again. That'd be why. Bit of a landslip there. Here comes the bus. Tree line now. Again, look at that, absolutely incredible views. Whoops. Where are you going, Paul? Well, actually, too much of an incline. This must be the top. 1980 metres. I've done about 100 kilometres so far today, I think. Yeah, 91. So we're getting there. Oh, another fantastic view. Yeah, what a great pass. Absolutely love that. Roads are a bit gnarly and a bit horrible, but other than that, this is absolutely incredible. This is just, like I said, this is what I like passes to be, a bit variety to them. It's got a nice flow to it, this road. Very good. Yeah, that's as well. Lovely. This is yes, S244. Strada Longia. So that's on, yeah, SS244. Snake past the shame this road does. Cracking road. Oh, this looks a bit gnarly. This might be a bit of a mistake actually. There, pull in somewhere. Well, I've been on some good passes and I've been on some absolute rubbish ones, so this is probably the one the worst I think so far. This is a complete first gear all the way up, I think, to be honest with you. To be brutally honest. But I suppose it's to serve a purpose. Got an adventure bike, go on an adventure. There will be a car coming on at some point. Has to be. Oh, did that well. Scenery again is absolutely spectacular. The mountains in the Dolomites just breathtaking. They're really much rocky than the Alps. You don't sort of have these greeny areas. Yeah, very much a skiing area. Beyond me. I think that's where we're going, over there. Up in the mountains, right over there. First of all, we've got to find something, get some fuel somewhere. 47 kilometres left. Said we want to get to around 300 kilometres, so I'm going to be far off that by the time we're done. Well, no, with his spiky wheels on. Look at that. Just look at it. Incredible. And plenty of room. I suppose taking our people up top of the mountains, go skiing. Quite a long walk. A long walk up there, excuse me. Yep, cable cars there going up and down. No being in mind. There you go, cable cars coming up and down the hill from that place down the bottom there. The cable car station.